Yes, we are.
I'll go green team. Green team for this game between Rain and STCN is going to be Rain here on the northern spawn of the Atlantic, and they're going to be running Euro, Petropavlovsk, Gibraltar, Napoli, Dalarna, Druid, and a Kleber. You. So last time I saw Sevastopol was King of the Sea, and somebody brought us a counter strat to a Brisbane smoke. Oh no. We've got range mod Napoli, we've got range mod Petro Varane. Some range mod enjoyers. But yeah, that's a Lega mod Kleber. Is the French, like, is the special Kleber not allowed? The, yeah. But yeah. That's a heavy AP Satsuma, by the way. Yeah, so if you want to be on fire, you know, that's the best skill to use. That's definitely a choice. Oh god, no, 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 no. Anyway, initial deployments over the ACAP for Rain. We're going to be sending a Dalarna, Gibraltar, and Euro. Meanwhile, over to sea, we're going to have the Kleber, Napoli, Druid, and Petropavlovsk? Petropavlovsk. What do you guys have for deployments? It's cheap. Yeah, Gibraltar is just suffering. Like, that entire ship hurts to play in every way, man. Well, CCAP was flipped. Green team full control of the northern half of the map. And I don't see a way of getting back into it. Well, I don't suppose they're interested in that. They're going to go for the double home cap push with the Druid Death Squad here, aren't they? Does anyone know the spotting differential between Druid and Dalarna? No? Okay. It's fine. Because you guys went to your own room. I thought you guys wanted some privacy. Because look, when I was not prepared for the several people jumping into my room, and then I ended up like frantically alting tabbing to Discord trying to like sort out audio levels, and then I forgot to change to the game scene. So that was a train wreck. Radio gate. Well, currently the Dalarna is being shot at by everything. Literally everything. And by everything, I mean a Gibraltar, Druid, Elbing, and Smarland. Radar coming out over at the sea cap from the Petropavlos picks up the Kleber, so I don't know where he is, the Legmod Kleber. Sevastopol is back just as hard. He's just using his plane to spot for him so he can secondary him a bit. It's free damage. But Sevastopol turned out. Then Napoli probably doesn't want to chase that. Not with the Satsuma there. So Napoli's just going to turn himself away, I think. Although the Napoli does outspot him. Alright, for me, games, Eth. Well, honestly, what you can just do is you can just send, Wait, what? That angle? Alright, okay then. Well, those torps aren't Hydroid, are they? Yeah. Wow, that did 0 damage. Small and Raider comes out, Kleber gets picked up, Aventaro, and then a big destroyer fight is happening. We got Yodo here, Druid here, we got Smallen. Smallen didn't shoot actually, so no, the destroyer fight did not happen. Well, the Why is he not healing now then? Gibraltar take top. No, Gibraltar's are dead. Understandable, really. Like, Sevastopol, your heal lasts for like 5 minutes. Pop your... I think he's DC'd. Oh well. Nothing you can do about it. Get better internet. Use your pro gamer funds to buy better internet. Apparently Twitch chat can't hear you on this scene because this scene selection is terrible. Now they can, but you know, the game's already over.
Oh, no worries. I have it set up through my Elgato Wave 3 where I just take the stream mix that takes everything out and it's the mic. And then I just mute it on the back end if I need to.
No, apparently they could hear you, but they could only hear you via my headset into my microphone.
Interesting. Well, there is the caps for the side of STCN, but it's not enough to win. They need kills, and don't know where they're going to find them right now.
Well, they might lose their Elbing at torpedoes. They did lose their Elbing at torpedoes. So yeah, I don't see how you get back into this.
I really don't, unless the Yodo goes down right here, because those shells were pretty well shot from the Satsuma, but not quite well enough.
So, yeah, how do you win this game? I don't think you do. There's 1 minute 17 left on the clock. I think what you do is you just try to keep your Satsuma alive. And if you're Rain, I think you also try to keep that Satsuma alive because you don't think the Satsuma's that much of a threat.
I agree with that. I mean, we might see Satsuma shoot again. We're going to see a Druid Kleb fight. There's that beautiful Satsuma gun sound, though. That is one of the best things about it.
I didn't hear it.
Oh,
I think I've gunfired.
I was right above it. But yeah, no, this game's over. There's nothing STCN can do. I mean, I don't know if it would have been different if the Sevastopol doesn't DCP, though. Part of me feels it wouldn't have been because I think they still get pushed off there and they just don't have the fight they need. And so Kata is accepting his death, and that'll be the win for Rain.
Bonk, 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 bonk. Hey. And there's a little torpedo after the bell. That's a thought! What happens if a super ship dies after the bell?
That is actually a really good question. I'm gonna have to ask them about that. I will put that into there. But thanks for that. We'll have to do this tomorrow when we get to those end games. Catch you later.
And assuming I'm not too hungover to cast. Right, have fun. Thank you very much for joining me. Alright, just you and me, chat. Just you and me. Apologies for the lack of audio there. I was not prepared to be set up for having co-casters today, so I didn't set up the game scene with the co-caster audio because, you know, it's not part of the stream pack apparently. Because everybody's audio setup is different. But anyway, yeah. Alright, let me just get the winner scene up. Because Rain are 1-0 in the series. Apply, set winner, 1-0. Let's go. Winner. Woo. Oh, it's in streamers chat. Well, anyway. Apparently it does count as dead if it's dead on the scoreboard. Right, anyway, best of 3. And this time I can do things. Right, so next map is going to be North. Hey, look, it's me. It's me. It's Pinto. It's the guy, the cast and stuff. Anyway, thank you for sticking around. I'm going to do a yeet now. You can have a code. Code, yay! And Face, enjoy your Wings of Freedom containers. If you would like to be entered into the giveaway to win some shit, you can just type any message in Twitch chat and you'll be automatically entered all my giveaways. I could set it up. Right, anyway. Yes. I miss having people to talk to in the downtime, honestly. Alright, so yeah, game 2 will be taking place on North. Let's get ready to go into North, and then I can be like, hello, map's next. Oh look, it's TBD again. No, it's North actually. Everybody's favourite map, North. Hey, do you want to watch a random Bogsy video for no reason? Sure, you can watch a random Bogsy video for no reason, so you can have all the mechanics of this series explained to you, and I don't have to talk.
Welcome back. I'm Dr. Bogsenheimer, and I'm here to tell you now about the point value system in Warship Masters Invitational. The point system is designed to restrict the most oppressive ships in competitive formats and create incentives to bring less played ships based on lower point values. For example, every team has the option of bringing up to 300 points worth of ships. The Louisiana is valued at 100 points due to the fact that it contains a spotter plane able to be manually controlled. The Alexander Nevsky is valued at 74 points due to the fact that it has a long-range radar, very good ballistics, and is quite maneuverable. The Smollett, being a very powerful destroyer, is limited at 58 points, meaning if you choose to bring a Smollett, you're going to pay for it elsewhere. The Zhao, the stalwart Zhao, used many times in previous Warship Masters Invitationals, is valued at 40 points, meaning that it will be a great filler pick for those that want to do damage and load up on a Smollett or a Nevsky. And finally, at the bottom we have the Elbing. The L-Bonk is an excellent destroyer with very powerful guns, but tends not to do very well in competitive formats. Therefore, it is 14 points. If you were to bring a team of only L-Wings, you could bring 21.4 L-Wings to the table. If you were to bring a team of only Zows, you could bring 7.5. If you were to bring a team of only Alexander Nevskys, you would be limited to 4 ships overall. And if you tried to bring a team of only Louisianas, well, you'd only have 3 ships on your entire team. I remind you that the ships in Warship Masters Invitationals are restricted to 7v7. You may only bring 7 ships and 1 battleship. So try out the comp calculator we put in the chat below. See what kind of teams you can create using the team point system. Now, you might be asking yourself, what can I do with 300 measly points? I will remind you of what 300 Spartans did long ago. Make a bad comic book movie.
Understandable. Thank you, Bugsy. I don't have the link to it. Well, anyway, yes. Back to fucking the map pool, and the map's next scene, and we'll release... oh, look, it's North. Everybody's favourite map, North. North. Black. I swear to God, I'm a professional caster, mate. Professional caster. Anyway, 6 out of 7 ready on Rain, 7 out of 7 ready on STN, 7 out of 7 ready on Rain. Here we go, getting ready to go into game number 2. Yay! Right, here we go. Alright, so green team on this game, green team for this game here on North, gonna be 1-0 up is Rain, and they're gonna be running Yodo, Yoshino, Moskva, Delana, Druid, Marceau, Smile. And meanwhile, STCN on the red team gonna be running St. Vincent, Conde, Yodo, Puerto Rico, Vampire 2, Elving, Druid. St. Vincent, big expensive battleship, that one there. Alright, let's have a look at some builds. So, Halland for Antaro is going to be running gunboat build, but not taking... Oh, sorry, that's a Smaland. I'm an idiot. Yes, he's going to be running full gunboat build, because that's how you build Smaland. Yes. Yodo here, Real Ship Shady, going to be running Outnumbered, and a semi-torpedo build? Most torpedo build. Druid here for Malamu, going to be running a reload mod, no AFT. He's going to take Super Intelligent Heavy AP. Marceau, going to be running AFT and RPF. Not taking Fearless Brawler. We have the Moskva of Amazing, going to be running Leg Mod Superintendent, you know, standard stuff. Dare Learner, standard stuff. Yoshino, going to be full gun spec, because, you know, you don't bring Yoshino for the torps, because then you're a weirdo. Alright, heading over to the red side of the map, we have the Conde running a Rudder mod in slot 5. Decides he doesn't really care about concealment. Can't really agree with that, but okay. We have a Dazzle Vampire 2. That's certainly an option. Puerto Rico going to be running improved survivability expert from either the Doe Brothers or Halsey. We have a St. Vincent here, going to be running Brisk, fire prevention, adrenaline rush, relatively standard build actually. Yodo, RPF, gun spec, Druid, RPF, no AFT, reload mod, and Elbing going to be running Fearless Brawler, no AFT though. So Early Raider comes out from the Puerto Rico looking for the Marceau of Gang, who is making a dive into the cap right now, will be caught in this radar. Puerto Rico Salvo will be coming out, should be able to land a couple of shells on it, but I don't think the Vampire 2 or the Vincent get anything. So it's just this one Puerto Rico Salvo, which completely whiffs. And it was also AP. Now Gang did beach on the island, he's going to be reversing out in front of him, taking a couple of shots at him. Puerto Rico is on fire, going to be going back behind the island the proper way he wants to go. He has navigated the corner successfully. No Puerto Rico shells landing. Vampire 2 being forced back by a counter radar from the Moskva. Shells coming in from the Yodo trying to farm the Moskva. but it's a Yodo, so it's not exactly the most threatening thing in the universe. Meanwhile, the Puerto Rico is currently on a double fire. Damacon is ready, but I think you're a little overcommitted here, friend. You might be very overcommitted here, friend. I think this Puerto Rico is probably going to go down. He's going to be farmed by Yoshino, Druid, Smiland. Marso should be able to get back. Well, he's not going to go down just yet, but he is going to get farmed out there, and he's not going to provide much value while he does it. So, Gang in the Marso, here's just got a perma-spotting angle. Fire goes up, torpedoes are coming out towards him, Gang starts opening up himself. Puerto Rico Salvos comes out. Gang dodges that salvo. Puerto Rico has now gone too far forward. He's now spotted by the Smiland and Druid. Smiland and Yoshino as well is going to be able to have salvos. Yeah, this Puerto Rico is just getting burned out. Triple fire right now. Shells still raining in from everybody. Nobody really, like, putting anything into any of them. Well, I say that. And Taro takes a big hit in the Smiland, but Puerto Rico's probably going to go down. Like, he has no DCP available. He's on triple fire. He's on quadruple fire. The full Picasso, and there he goes. Straight away. That's a death 3-minute mark on that Puerto Rico, Death Island. Meanwhile, torpedoes heading towards the Yodo, all hydroed. But yeah, that's Puerto Rico. Went really well, didn't it? Round 1-5, prevention used to exist on cruisers, Pepperidge Farm remembers. Alright, looking over at the 9-10 line, we see the Marso of Gang is now in a position to respot the Conde on the crossing here. For damage onto it, we have Yoshino, Druid, and Smiland should they want to engage. Also the Marso itself. Yoshino Salvo comes out. We see Moskva is also looking for shells. Actually, Moskva took a bit of a chunk. I think that was from the Conde. Because the Moskva was trying to make the crossing over to the next island. Actually, Moskva's rotating over to deny this push, I think. So yeah, here we have Yodo, Delana. Druid takes a big chunk from the Yodo, actually. Yodo on Yodo violence. Only here in Warships Masters. Real ship shady decides discretion is better part of valor and does not want to take this trade any longer. Hydra currently up for the Druid, so those Yodo torpedoes shouldn't be too much of a threat. They will be spotted for his friendly Yodo. Elbing going to have some Delana torpedoes to deal with at the moment as well. What's happening on the 9-10 line? Not very much right now. Druid takes a big hit from the Yodo. Torpedoes from the Delana whiff on the Elbing. Druid down to about half HP as well. This trading with the Yodo is not going favorably for him. Like, this is the problem of pushing into a kiting ship, is they just have the angle advantage, the shooting advantage because you're pushing into them. They like your lead time is shorter. Delana going to be opening up on the back end of the Druid, trying to get some damage out, trying to deny everything. Sheep taking a fair bit of damage as he was broadsided with Druid, and now the Elbing is getting onto him as well, but he's, you know, the Druid is definitely suffering for this. Yodo being forced slowly away. They have had to spend a lot of the Druid's HP, but he does have a few heals in the back. Actually, he's got one more left, and that's it. But they are going to have gained a lot of ground for that. Meanwhile, the St. Vincent has gone on an adventure. He tried to push into the Yoshino Druid Marceau, got farmed out a little, and now he's pushing towards the Moskva. The Moskva is bow in towards this. Actually, no, he's not. No, yes, he is. So if the Vincent wants to go running at him, then he has a bit of an issue. But there will, yeah, well, actually, yeah, Vincent does overmatch the top half of Moskva's bow. Radar comes out from the Smarland of Entaro, and Taro going to be looking for the resets on the Vincent. Not sure if the Moskva can shoot around this corner. I don't think he can, actually. Not over that little rock. Marceau and Yoshino being kited up to the border. Conde pushing into this. Druid and Malamu is going to be working him down a bit. Vampire getting caught up on the border. Marceau and Yoshino and Druid all going to be working away at him. Malamu gets unspotted behind this island because the Vampire smoked up, but the Conde isn't a spotting range of it. And the Vincent did not actually head around the corner at all. Actually, Vincent's being farmed inside this cap right now. But currently, as it stands, all the caps are in favour of STCN. They are 2 controlled and 1 blocked. Amazing is reversed up, looking for salvos on Vincent. Vincent decides, you know what, fuck you, and he's going to shoot him back. Does a bit of damage. But this Vincent should probably go down here. He has had to pop his Damacon. He's reversing out, but what's he reversing into? You got Yoshino, Marceau, and Druid all going to be waiting here. Mosferator is up to try and continue the spotting, and he comes around the corner now to get the salvos himself. Vincent does not have DCP ready for another 70 seconds, so any fires right now are permanent, but that shouldn't be like the end of him. But yeah, here we see he has reversed into Marceau and Druid, and they're going to be looking to get onto this, so is the Yoshino. The push here is relatively stalled out. The Conde is actually being farmed out by the Yoshino here as well. They might lose their Conde. Yeah, Conde's currently on a double fire. DCP gets popped. Wall of torpedoes incoming. Hydro not available as well. And honestly, the Conde is like on the verge of death. Conde comes around the corner. I think he's going to look for the killing blow on the Marceau with a funny button. No funny button. Druid gets the shots on the broadside of the Conde. Does not get the kill. Funny buttons onto the Druid. Funny buttons onto the Druid does not kill him either. So now we have two very low health DDs, but the Conde is dead for that. And neither DD dies. A couple more shells coming out towards Gangs Marceau. Does take him down. Okay, Vampire should be able to kill the Druid. Druid goes down as well. They've lost their Conde for this though, remember. And they're still on 2 caps. Druid versus Moskva might be a thing that's about to happen. Vincent survived all of this. Surprisingly a decent game, this one. Elving chasing into the kiting Yodo and Delana is having some issues because it's a Yodo. It actually has guns. Torpedoes towards the St. Vincent, looking relatively dangerous. One on the bow. Salvo comes out towards the Moskva. Secondaries come out towards the... Oh, wow, what is happening here? We do have the Druid rush. Druid versus Smarland? Question mark? He's going for the turret shots. Druid reverses around the corner. Smarland reverses around the corner. Vincent Salvo comes into Moskva. Can this mountain get out of the way? I'm trying to watch. Smarland comes around the corner again. It gets taken down by the Druid. This leaves the Moskva all alone here against Vincent. Vincent was low. Yoshino does not have shots anymore. Vampire's in the BC cap. This is a one game for STCN. This is a one game. They have spent their Conde for it. But Sheep and his Delana is going to still be alive. So Druid's coming around the corner. Well, he doesn't need to. There's a wall of torpedoes. But he's going to get the shots up the stern of the Moskva. Vincent survives. Moskva goes down. And this just leaves 2-3 ships right on the map edge. You've got the Delana, you've got the Yodo, and you've got the Yoshino here. Even if the Yoshino goes into the cap, it's a 400-point deficit. You need the kills on everything to win this game. Elving turns away, runs. I don't think the Delana catches up to it. Yodo's never going to be seen again. Druid and Vincent, like, Vincent might die. Vampire is, you know, parked here. He shouldn't die. He's going to get hydroed by the Yodo, by the Yoshino and just leave. And the Yodo explodes to a Vincent salvo. And that will be a 1-1 in the series. But remember, STCN did lose their Conde for this, so they no longer have access to a Conde for the rest of the tournament. Now, if you're not sure what I'm on about, you can see teams may only bring one super ship, which is designated as their flagship. Only one flagship per team may be used in a game, i.e. 1 tier 11. If a team's flagship is destroyed in a game, that team will be unable to field that specific flagship for the rest of the tournament. Teams may select any remaining super ship for their team's flagship in subsequent games, so they cannot bring a Conde for the rest of the tournament. Flagship. Yes. Anyway, yes. Well, that was actually quite a good game. And that is not the end of our best of 3. We still have one more map, and it's going to be taking place on Tears of the Desert. Everybody's favourite dessert. full of tears. I personally have never cried into an ice cream. What are you talking about? I can't. I'm so lonely. I'm so lonely. Maps next. Tears of the Desert. So, a couple of interesting positions we see get often used in this map. Now, with the limitations on certain ships, I don't think we'll be seeing that many Marseille rushes to the islands in the top left and bottom right corner. We're not going to be seeing incoms getting ran down there either, probably. We might see a bit of French DD action going to the A cap, get some early brawling in, maybe even a Smiling for that contest, because that cap is rife for destroyer battles. I also expect to see radar coverage of that flank. I don't think we're going to see too much smoke play there, unless like somebody wants to bring a G-Man, which I don't think they want to. Your other option is like, so I mean, you can do Elbing. You can do Elbing and then Des Moines, I guess. Where's Worcester? What's Worcester's price? I haven't even looked. Hang on, let's have a look. Ship points. Worcester. Worcester is relatively expensive at 60 points. Same as a Plymouth and a San Martin. Puerto Rico, as we see, was a very valuable 54-point pick that just definitely didn't burn itself to the ground a minute into the game. Not like it mattered, they still won. Surprised we haven't seen any Edgars yet, to be honest, actually. Edgar's quite a potent ship. It is very expensive, though, especially when Conde is cheaper. Clausewitz is very cheap, actually, 52 points. Right, well, teams are switching around, getting their players in, ready to play here on Tears of the Desert. Just waiting for everybody getting readied up, and we'll get on into game number 3. Un, dos, trois. Yes, un, dos, trois. Wait, hang on. Un, deux, trois. Un, deux, trois. Not dos. That's uno, dos. Tres. Cuatro, cinco, cinco, seis. You know, it's kind of hard just to get along. No? Okay. 6 out of 7 players in the room for rain. 6 out of 7 players out of STCN. 5 out of 7 ready for rain. 0 out of 7 ready for STCN. As I once again run over my headphone cable with my wheel. My theory is the EU playstyle doesn't support CV play. They use the islands and hides, so CVs and subs break that playstyle, so Wargaming bans CVs and subs. That's a fucking take, Twitch chat. That's a fucking take. You're going in my Twitch chat takes channel. I forgot I had this, but yes. New emoji settings starting in late August. Users outside of your server will be able to collect and use your server's emoji. Excuse me, what? What do you mean collect and use? Alright, whatever. What are we doing? Oh yeah, wait, Twitch chat takes. Where is it? It's one of these channels. I made this channel specifically when I saw some stupid people on Twitch chat. There we go. Ah, boy. I love the official Twitch chat sometimes. Just for mocking. Wargaming supports 3x them and they win. No, good take. You're going straight in that channel too. Alright, anyway, back to don't know if those are the right bands. Apparently we have a ship and map band scene. Yay. Every time I get a fucking vibration in my phone, I keep thinking it's something important. Mother's still in the hospital and that. I'm hungry. Didn't they used to call this map Tears of the Cruiser? Yeah, that's before it was reworked. We also have less players ready, which is actually impressive. What's happening in the training room? Let's try to start within 10 minutes. I would prefer you started like now, but, you know, I suppose teams have to get ready on that. STN is like, alright, we lost our Conde, now what do we do? Alright, ready check status. 6 out of 7 ready for Rin. 5 out of, well no, 1 out of 6 ready for STCN. 2 out of 6. Rin now dropping a player out of the training room. Of course, yes, no, it's fine. Me so hungry, I can feel belly. I feel belly. I feel belly. Let me go check something. Do I have this command still? Actions. Twitch. Actions. Call. Delay. 300. Okay. And then nope, I'm dumb. Nope. Oh. Enabled. Yay! I did it! I hate Twitch. It's useless. Alright, anyway, whatever. So, anyway, we're getting on to the next game. Game number 3 in this best of 3 series here between Rain and STCN. Rain gonna be running Austin, Stalingrad, Napoli, Zorki, Shimakaze, Elbing. STCN, with their destroyed Conde, have switched to Annapolis, along with a Moskva, Smolensk, Shimakaze, Vampire 2, Elbing. So about that smoke play we mentioned. Let's take up some builds. What we got here? Starting off with the Stalingrad, going to be running relatively tank stuff, you know, standard stuff. Nothing special. Nothing special on Dastats Daring, nothing special on the Napoli. Shimakaze running the improved survivability expert of the Suzuki brothers. Austin going to be running heavy HE and demolition expert, because you can't always shoot SAP because sometimes things angle to you. We then have Zorki with AFT. We have Shimakaze with Suzuki. I think we already did Shima, right? Yeah. Unless it's 2 Shimas. There is 2 Shimas. Aha. 2 Shimas. It's like more than 1 Shima. Meanwhile, for STCN, we'll see this Shima is also running the improved Suzuki Brother Survivability Expert. We have Elbing here with BFT, no AFT, Fearless Brawler. Smolensk here is going to be running Heavy HE, Demolition Expert, Range Mod, and Survivability Expert improved by Ovechkin. Moskva here running the Legendary Mod, also running the improved Survivability Expert of Ovechkin. We have Vampire 2 running Dazzle once again, still don't agree with it. We have the Annapolis here running RPF, Demolition Expert, no top grade gunner, Survivability Expert, Incoming Fire Alert, Expert Loader and Expert Marksman, but not taking the improved commanders, either Halsey or the Doe Brothers. Minor mistake, but okay. Elbing here, going to be running the improved Turret Traverse and Preventive Maintenance. Is that Luchins? Is that Luchins? I don't even know. Is that Luchins or is it one of the other commanders? Who knows? Anyway, initial deployments over the ACAP for Rain. We're going to be sending Shima, Zorki, Elbing, Napoli, Stalingrad. Then over at sea, we're going to have Shima, Austin. For STCM, we're going to have Shima smoking up Elbing, and Smolensk is going to be in spawn. And then we have Moscow, Vampire, Elbing, and Annapolis on the other side of the map. So this is a bait smoke. A bait smoke. There's actually nothing in it. But we want to scare people off and make them think that there is something in it. Like a Smolensk. But considering the Shima isn't spotting deep, they might have an inkling that there's nothing actually in the smoke. Considering the Zorki's been allowed to make it to the cap. Sheep is going to be reversing his way towards the cap slowly, so is the Elbing of Dastat. Then you get on that at some point fast. Shimakaze is going to be looking to spot everything over here. Alright, radar comes out. Doesn't find anything on this flank. So they think, alright, we're just going to push forward now. Vampire does not have his Hydra running. There's a wall of Shimakaze torpedoes coming in, and they look like they're at a nasty angle, but he should be able to just get out on the outside of this. Elbing also going to miss all the torpedoes. Hydra goes up, spots all the torpedoes. Third rack also spotted as well. Radar of the Moskva expires. Still didn't find anything, but they know that the Shima's there because they've seen the 3 racks of torpedoes. Still nothing happening on this flank either. Shima and Austin going to be playing very passively. They're not interested in this. They do see the Moskva, so they know that's there. So they know the push is happening on this side. They just don't know how much of a push it is. Lure boy has a little bit of a lure boy torpedo issue. Dodges it. Is he going for the spots on this shimmer? This is really aggressive. Or is he just trying to torp him? So Stalingrad and Elbing have rotated back off once they realised that there was nothing much happening at that flank, which means they're going to be looking for positions to deny this push. They know the Moskva was there. Stalingrad is going to... I'm not sure where you go. I think you just have to kite. You have to just kite here. You can't actually get to any islands to camp in now. Especially with the Annapolis Elbing, they'll just farm you out. Elbing looking for shots on this Moskva if he decides to make that crossing. Zoki of Antaro gets spotted. Smolensk is going to start opening up onto the Napoli as well. Napoli does have a smoke and can just say no and disengage whenever he chooses during this battle. Smolensk gets spotted out the back of the smoke. Okay, Napoli smokes up, decides he wants to turn out. Needs to be very careful he doesn't turn out across those torpedoes, but I think that's too far away for him to even get to. Vampire doesn't take any torpedoes. Is spotted though by Shimakaze in front of an Austin. That's not exactly a situation you want to find yourself in, but he's not really landing very much on it. Well, he gets a couple of salvos. It is bow in, so he's having to use the HE, which is, you know, not the most terrifying thing in the world. Moskva goes to make the crossing, and this is where we see the Stalingrad and Elbing both opening up. The Moskva's been forced to turn this way, so he doesn't give side. Austin's not unreached to do anything about it, but now this Moskva's going to sit... Is he going for the turn out again? Yeah, Elbing going for the AP salvo into the back of the broadside of the stern of the Moskva. No sits. In fact, no damage. Disappointing salvo. Shimakaze on Shimakaze. Violence appears to have occurred. Zorki going to be popping out his funny button towards the opposing Elbing. But, oh yeah, I forgot. You get improved HE pen with a Zorki HE, so I think you do pen the 25mm belt. He does have to dodge this torpedo. He's fine. So Rain with a 2-cap advantage currently. STCN going to now be looking to find a way to push into the A-cap. They do have like 2 destroyers to do this, Vampire and Elbing. It looks like Elbing's going to be wanting to go for the spotting, and Atlas is currently happy sitting in the smoke train laid by the Elbing. Napoli taking a little bit of damage from the Smolensk, but the Smolensk has to open water now because the smoke expires. He's going to have to get re-smoked by either the Shimmer, Elbing, and Smolensk, and just chain smokes forever to hold this flank. It's going to be really annoying to push into, but they don't need to push, they just need to hold them back. They're actually rotating the Zorki off to go get involved on the other side, leaving just the Napoli Shimmer because... Well, honestly, if you try to push into a Napoli in a Smolensk, he does overmatch you, and the Shimmer's also going to suffer for it as well, because when the Shimmer's match spotting, the Napoli HE salvo comes out, this guy has a smoke disengaged, this Shimmer does not, so this Shimmer can't shoot during the engagement. Alright, Elbing's made his way into the cap. He's actually being matched by the opposing Elbing. Nobody has shots on Dastet, right? No. So, currently points as a stand. Rain have ticked a large advantage from having the 2 caps running. They now just need to hold them out of this one and they'll tick more points on this. But they are trying to hold this charge off with a ship disadvantage over here. Torpedoes heading towards the smoke stream with the Elbing and Smolensk in it. Smolensk is hydraing right now. Oh, Elbing, you are in a world of suffering. Takes one right amidships, goes down. Shimakaze torpedoes hurt. Elbing does not have any sort of torpedo protection, and he also doesn't saturate like a French DD, so taking a Shimmer torpedo there is just assured destruction. Well, when you're on half health, you can survive one. So, heading back over here, we see that the Moskva, Radar, and Hydro have spotted out the Elbing. They've also spotted out the Zorki and Stalingrad here. And it looks like we might be seeing the Vampire 2 and the Elbing try to do something to Dastet's Elbing here. The Austin has decided he wants to open up with a reload booster onto the broadside of the Annapolis. Gets a fair chunk of damage, actually. Reload booster ends. Shells still flying in. Annapolis down about half HP from that. You disrespect an Austin by giving a broadside, it'll punish you. But then it doesn't do very much afterwards. So we've got a little bit of time before that reload booster comes up. Annapolis can be walking into this. Now this is just a dead Elbing. Like, the Elbing has got... Yeah, he's eating one on the bow. Gets a couple of salvos into that. And now STCN are looking in a slightly better position. They're contesting both caps. However, there is a Zorky HE salvo. Funny button. Improved pen, remember. Funny buttons on the broadside of that Elbing. Vampire 2 going to be coming out the smoke as well now. He has to, like, worry about Stalingrad. Stalingrad radar is up. Here's HE salvo. Annapolis is going to have to hunker down behind here. Shimakaze on Shimakaze spotting exchange did happen. Napoli and Smolensk both getting involved in that, doing as much damage as they can. They have forced out the Shimakaze from the cap. There are torpedoes heading back and forth here. I'm not sure if Gang has a smoke ready. Gang does have a smoke ready. Is he going to choose to turn in and charge? Widespread's coming out from the Shimmer. And torpedo to his face. He gets that dodged. Shimmer's just like, right, we're going to chuck torpedoes fucking everywhere in a widespread formation. Oh, sheep. Okay, he's gone past it. Gang's dodged these ones too. Back over here, Entaro in his Zorky is battening down the hatches, preparing for the oncoming storm. Got a Moskva in his face, got an Annapolis behind him. Austin salvo's coming out. Reload booster from Austin is available. Here it comes. So we start 44,000 health on the Moskva before the reload booster starts. About 8k damage so far. About 10k damage for. Reload booster's over. Shells have stopped coming out. Gets about 13,000 off the reload booster. Not the best, but he has made Entaro's position a lot safer because now the Moskva's forced that way, which means that he has... If the Annapolis and Vampire want to deal with him, they have to come all the way back around. However, Shimakaze and Shimakaze violence returns. Napoli salvo coming out. Shimakaze is... Sheep's being left on his own here. I think Gang's going to head behind the rock. Secondary still coming out. I'm not sure if Gang gets another salvo out here. Sheep's going to go down, and I think Gang got the salvo out with the red turret. Okay, they trade. But now Gang can turn back in, run at this Smolensk, and just kill it, because Smolensk, Napoli overmatches Smolensk by stern. Well, not the belt, though, that's the important issue. Vampire 2 finding a Stalingrad point blank. You don't want to be in this position if you're the Vampire, honestly. That sounds like a really painful experience, especially when you've got the Nostin there, and the Zorky there. So that's just a dead Vampire. Just donates himself to the Stalingrad, who was spotted the entire time. And now the Stalingrad is going to walk at the Annapolis, who is currently giving him broadside. That's a Stalingrad. He has improved bounce angles. You know this. Oh, the Moskva decides, you know what? We want to keep our Annapolis. I'll take those shells for you. Understandable, really. Congratulations to Rain taking this series 2-1. With that get down Mr. President there moment. But hey, the flagship survived. Flagship. Right, I am going to I'm gonna go grab a snack. I'll be right back. You're not gonna be missing anything. Stats bloke, I don't know if you're still here and if you can run commercials, but like, if you see the break, can you just like run a commercial for me? That'd be great. But I'm starving. I need food. Be right back.